Has your child been to countless doctor visits, had blood work, allergy panels, maybe even MRIs or EEGs, and yet you still don't have real, clear, concrete answers? You've invested time, money, and hope into these tests and these therapies only to be told that it looks normal, while your child still struggles with sleep, digestion, behavior, development, or chronic illness. You're told it's a phase, that they'll grow out of it. Or worse, you're handed just another prescription and sent on your way, and still nothing really changes. What if I told you that there's an entirely different exam? One that can finally show you what's really going on beneath the surface. An exam so far advanced, it detects the hidden dysfunction that traditional tests miss completely. And yet it's totally safe, non-invasive, and can be used on children as young as 1 day old. This video is for the exhausted parents who've done everything, changed the diets, tried the supplements, committed to the therapies, maybe even tried medications, and are still left wondering why their kiddo is just stuck. INSiGHT scanning technology allows us to assess your child's central and autonomic nervous system, which is the master control system of the entire body. Think of it as this air traffic control tower. It monitors and coordinates every function: digestion, sleep, immune responses, mood regulation, behavior, proper development, and more. And traditional medical testing looks for structural problems or disease, blood work for inflammation and deficiencies, imaging for injury or anatomical issues. But when those come back normal, you're left without answers yet again. And the problem isn't that your child's labs are lying to you, it's just that they're not looking in the right place. One of my favorites, Dr. Bruce Lipton, a leading cell biologist, said it best: the function of the nervous system is to perceive the environment and coordinate the function of all other cells. This means that if the nervous system is disorganized, overwhelmed, or stuck in that stress mode, everything else gets thrown off. Perception is then lost, and coordination of function just becomes a mess. It can't happen. So let's break it down exactly what these scans measure and why they matter to us. The first is the neurothermal scan, which measures the activity of the autonomic nervous system that controls glands, organs, tissues. Autonomic is just a fancy way to say automatic. So think things like digestion, immunity, sleep regulation, the things that we don't have to think about in order for those things to function. If these nerves are imbalanced, it can show up as reflux, constipation, chronic ear infections, eczema, or restless sleep. These are often treated as separate conditions, but the scan shows how they all connect through our nervous system. Next is the spinal EMG, or the surface electromyography, if you want to be all fancy and nerd-like. This measures the efficiency and the tone of the neuromotor system, the network that controls posture, coordination, and movement. It's a game changer for understanding ADHD, autism, sensory processing disorder, and anxiety. We often see three major patterns when it comes to this. The raging bull is a child who is hyperactive and always on the go. The drunken bull, who struggles with coordination, attention, and regulation. And the raging drunken bull, who displays characteristics of both extremes. This scan shows us exactly where the nervous system is stuck in that fight or flight and where it's lacking activation altogether. And our third scan, the heart rate variability, or HRV for short, is one of the most powerful tools in understanding how your child's body handles stress. It measures adaptability, whether the nervous system is in balance or if it's stuck in sympathetic overdrive. When HRV is low, your child is more likely to struggle with anxiety, immune dysfunction, sensory challenges, or sleep issues. And a healthy HRV means resilience and balance and better long-term health outcomes. All three scans combined help us detect the presence of subluxation, fancy word for nervous system stress, miscommunication, and dysfunction that gets built up. Subluxation then leads to disorganization. And when a child's nervous system is disorganized, it's no wonder that they're struggling to regulate their emotions, focus in school, digest food, or sleep through the night. And here's what's so critical. Kids don't grow out of these things. What happens is over time, they grow into more complex challenges. Reflux becomes constipation, tantrums become anxiety, sleep issues become chronic fatigue, sensory issues become avoidance and overwhelm. When we only chase signs instead of looking at the system deeper behind what's really going on, we miss the opportunity to truly help. INSiGHT scans allow us to measure, track, and address the root cause, not with guesswork, but with clarity. And they help us create a personalized care plan that helps restore balance, regulate stress, and support your child's development the way that nature intended it to be supported. This technology exists. It's safe, it's effective, and it might be the missing piece in your child's health journey. Click the link below in our bio to learn more about INSiGHT scans. We'd love to walk through it with you.